Hi, welcome to my channel, Zazaline. My name is Janeta, and in today's tutorial we are gonna be working on this quilted sling bag. So this bag has one, two, three, four pockets. So it has a slip pocket on the inside. It has the pocket in the back and one at the front, and it has adjustable strap, so you can make it smaller, bigger, and you can just wear it over your shoulder or just across, like a crossbody bag. This one is quite soft. I was doing, I don't know if you can see, but there's piping. So in today's tutorial, we are gonna be working on the same pattern, but the bottom is gonna be a little bit more structured. It's still gonna be quilted, but structured. So it's not gonna be this soft, it's gonna be quite firm. And otherwise, you know, we are using the same pattern, just you will see two different bags. So yeah, this is what we will be working on today. I can show you how it looks on the inside. So when it opens up, you have lots of space in there and slip pockets, and then the front right here. Okay, it's gonna be easier if I put it on, and oh, a phone, and voila, it fits in. There we go. We can put the phone in the back. Okay, I have to take it off again. And this pocket in the back is again big enough for the phone, and it was quite lots of space actually. I tried to design it so it's not too big, not too small. Some of my bags are too small and then I can't fit anything in, so I need a few items. I'm a mom of three, so you know, there's always something I have to put in the bag, and so I think this is a decent size. So you have the slip pocket, and it's quite deep slip pocket, so the phone will fit in nicely, and you still have lots of space in here. So that's the main large pocket. So anyways, enough of talking, let's get started. And the pattern you can find on zazalinestudio.com, and I'm also selling, you can buy these anchors. That's what we were using today: strap anchors, strap adjusters, zippers. I have a whole bunch of things in there, so go check it out, zazalinestudio.com. Okay, let's get started. So first of all, we are gonna grab panel B, and this is the exterior fabric, which I'm using waterproof canvas, and sew in foam. And we are gonna create 3D effect. So I'm gonna make some lines first to guide me when I'm sewing, and I will make them diagonal, and I will create the diamond effect. And this is how it looks like. It has kind of a 3D effect. You are just gonna follow the lines, and this is what is created. So we have the nice diamond shape, and I did 1 inch apart from the lines. So now we are gonna work on the front pocket. So now we are gonna grab the B panel. We will line it up on the right side, and now we are gonna make 4 marks in the corners. So I can see my marks, and it just like approximate, so you know where it's gonna go. So I have my 4 marks, one here, And this is a washable pen, so that's easily washed. So now I have the marks. I know where this goes. So let's put it on a side. We are going to grab the D and D1 panel. So this is the D1. It's a see-through non-woven interfacing. We are going to take this pocket. This is going to be the inside front pocket. I am looking at the wrong side. This is the good side down, wrong side up. And we will apply this to the top. But before we do that, we need to trace the image. So we want to put it somewhere in the middle, and you trace the image here. So when you are tracing the image, you have to have the right side of the interfacing up. The glue dots are on the bottom, and then you line it up on the top and just press it with hot iron. So this is what it should be. This is the good side, this is the wrong side. The glue dots are on the bottom, so it sticks to the fabric. Now we can grab our panel B again, and we will line up where we made the dots. So I can see my dots are right here. I don't know if you can see. Let's just line it up here, so I know it's gonna be right there. And my glue dots are on the bottom, so the bottom will be here. So this is just so I know where the pocket is gonna be. So the pocket is gonna be like this. If you want, you can move it a little bit to have it in the middle, but that's up to you. If you want to follow the pattern, just line up the dots on the top. It should be straight up. So when I look at my my bottom here, it should be a 90-degree angle. So this is straight up. And then when I am happy, I'm gonna take my pins and I will pin it in place. And once we are done sewing around the rectangle, we can remove the pins and we will fold it in half, just like this. So we can make a little cut, just a little cut here in the middle, follow the line. Then we will open it up, get inside, and we will cut all the way through all the layers and do a tiny little triangle, and we want to cut all the way to the corner. So on this side, and the same, the opposite direction. You don't want to cut the stitches, so but try to get as close as possible. Then when we are done, we will take the bottom piece, the bottom edge, and we are gonna push it through. We will push the whole thing on the other side, and we should end up with this kind of thing. And now we will go to the hot iron and we will press it down. Okay, now we are gonna prepare the zipper, and we will place just a little by a little, one on one side, a little bit on the other side. Okay, when you have a little bit on each side, you will put it on your table, hold it with both fingers and just pull. And you want to have it nice and straight. If it's crooked, you have to do it again. Now we will place the zipper so it is facing up. So this little front is facing up, and we are gonna place double-sided tape on both ends, on the top edge and the bottom edge. Okay, you press down with your fingers. And now let's make sure the zipper is facing up. And this is how it's gonna look like. So let's do one side first. And you want to press down, and when you are done, let's secure the zipper. Okay, and then we will do the same thing on the bottom. So we are gonna push the zipper pull through, and we are gonna remove the double-sided tape, and we will just fold it over. And we want to pull on the fabric a little bit, make sure that it's not showing on the other side. And when we are happy with the placement, again, we are gonna take the pin and pin it in place. Now we will take it to the sewing machine, and we are gonna do a rectangle around the zipper. Okay, so this is it. We have this zipper done. We will flip it on the other side. Now we are gonna take the bottom part and line it up with the top. Now we can secure it with the clips. And you don't want to sew directly on. You want to take it like this and sew outside. And you want to go all 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this pocket is done. We can open it up, check it out. So it is quite deep pocket. It will be big enough for a smaller phone. And now we can put this on the side. We are gonna work on the back pocket. Okay, so now we are gonna grab the C1 and C. We will make sure the glue dots are on the bottom. We will line it up with the top, and we will again trace the image. And we are gonna do the same process as before. And you can always double check before you pin it. So you will place the pattern back in, and you can see, so this is the exact same placement. And the same on the other side. So this is how we know. And I'm using, this is a kind of a heavy cotton, but I did interface it with fusible fleece. Okay, so once you are done sewing the rectangle, you will cut it again, nice triangles on the side, and you want to go all the way to the corners. You will push the fabric inside through the opening, and you will flip the whole thing inside out. Then you will take it to the ironing station and make it nice and flat. Support by pins, get your zipper ready. Okay, so once we are done, we have our zipper ready. This time the zipper is gonna be facing to the left. And now let's make sure this is in the middle, and we are just gonna place it on top. So I pulled both double-sided tapes, and let's just see if I have it right. We will place it in the middle, and that looks pretty good. And we will take it to the sewing machine, and again we are gonna sew a rectangle. Okay, and this is it. So we have the rectangle, we have the zipper in place, and we will place the bottom up, line it up with the top, and take it to the sewing machine. And again we are gonna sew the 3 sides to close down the pocket. Okay, so that was our second pocket. So there we go, we have the pocket done. We will put it on the side, and the last pocket would be E. So this is the panel E, And very simply, we are gonna place the two good sides together. So we are looking at the wrong sides, and we are gonna, so this side, we will leave this open because we need it for turning inside out. And then we will continue here again. So 1 and 2. And once we are done, we are just gonna cut the corners. Don't go too close to the stitching. And now we will turn the whole thing inside out. And so we are gonna grab the lining of the panel A, and this is what we ended up with. So the bottom opening it's on the bottom. You want to push out the corners, make sure they are nice and sharp, and then we are gonna start the placement. So we don't want to go all the way on the bottom because we will need about 1 centimeter, 3/8 of an inch all around. So we want to stay about, this would be about 1.5 inches above. And what we will do first, we are gonna prep this pocket because we are gonna make it smaller. Let's put it in half. And then we are gonna do tiny little folds. So once you have it in half, then you're gonna take your fingers and about 1 centimeter, 3/8 of an inch little fold on both sides towards the midline. So you will end up with this little fold on each side. Now we are going to take it to the sewing machine, and we are going to just do 2 lines here and here. So now once you have these 2 peaks, we can still see the midline. So we are just going to push it towards the midline. And let's clip it on both sides. Now we are gonna do the placement. Okay, so now we are gonna place the bottom pocket 1.5 inches from the lower edge. So 1.5 inches is about 4 centimeters. And you can make sure you have the midline. So you can just wing it, or if you want to be precise, okay, my midline is here. Midline here, we will do 1.5 inches from the bottom. Excellent. And that's what it is. I will pin it in place, and then we will take it to the machine, and we are gonna sew on 3 sides. So we are gonna do side down, bottom, and this side. Okay, so we went on the 3 sides, and then we did 1 in the middle. So then that will create 2 pockets, and because these peaks, they know exactly where to fold. So this is our slip pocket. We can put this on a side. Now we are gonna work on the zipper. So we put the zipper pull in. The zipper is facing to the right. We will flip it down, and we are gonna, because we have a little curve in here, we will do tiny little cuts, just tiny little ones on both sides, just to help us with the curve. Okay. Okay, so we did just the very end of the zipper, and now we will take our other piece, which is the lining, and we are gonna place it the good side down. So good sides facing each other. We are looking at the wrong side, and we will line it up and take it back to the machine. This time we want to go as close to the zipper as possible. So if you have a zipper foot, now is a good time to change it. And just a little note, we want to start a little bit further, not right underneath, but a little bit further. So just imagine a line on both sides, imagine a line, and that's where we are gonna start sewing, because then we are gonna make a little cut towards this line. Okay, so now where we have the line, we are gonna take scissors, and from this corner right here, we are gonna cut towards the line where we finished. Let's do the same on the other side. Right there. A little cut. Now we will flip it inside out. Like this. And now we are gonna do one simple thing. You see these two cuts, we are gonna turn them like so towards the zipper. And now we will clip them in place. We will do the same thing on this side. So this is what we have, and we are just gonna flip it like so. Because then when we are gonna sew, it's gonna make this zipper end. So you just want to take this end and flip it like this. Then you want to take the other piece and flip it like that. So the edges will actually line up. So again, I'll show you again how to do this. So once you flip it on the other side, this is what you have. You will take this round corner and you will simply place it so it's at the same edge with the zipper. Then you will flip it on the other side and you will do the same thing. You will take this round edge and you will place it so the top is flush with the top zipper. And then we will clip it here. So it kind of looks like a butterfly. See, on both sides. And now we are gonna go back to the machine and we are just gonna sew this end. So you want to go straight down. So it's gonna be the same distance. You want to go down towards the cut. Okay, so now when we open it up, we have a nice clean edge, and it's a stop for the zipper. So it's like it serves like a zipper end. Now we can cut this piece. It doesn't have to be so long. Okay. So this is what we have so far. Now we are gonna, before we proceed, we are gonna put the attachments in here, and that's this kind of attachment. I'm using the strap anchors, and we are gonna put them somewhere in here because we need enough space from the top and the sides. Okay, so whenever I am using the strap anchors, I like to support it on the other side with something heavier so it doesn't, the fabric doesn't get damaged, doesn't tear when you carry something heavier in the bag. So this is the Decoville Heavy, and you just need two little pieces just so it covers the bottom. So first of all, we are gonna decide on the placement, and I want this to be right next to the zipper because it's gonna be curved, and I want it just right there. It has to be at least 2 centimeters from the sides. So I think this is good placement. I will make some marks, and I will do the same on both sides, and then attach the Decoville Heavy on the other side. Okay, so I have attached one. So this is how it looks on the other side. It is supported by the Decoville Heavy. And let me show you how we did it. So we want to find the location where we want to have it done. So now let's make sure it's the same on the other side, and I am going by this. So it's gonna be about here, and that's gonna be the same. So then I'm gonna make my marks. So it's gonna be about here, right underneath here, and here. So once you make your marks, let's double check that that's the placement we want. It looks the same on both sides. I'm gonna make a tiny little slits in that location, just tiny little bit, so I can see on the other side where these little legs are gonna go. And I see 2 little cuts in here. So now I'm gonna place the Decoville Heavy, and I will press it with hot iron. Okay, so once this is in place, it's glued in, and it's gonna give us nice heavy support. Now we are gonna grab the Reaper, and we are gonna go back to the same spot, and this time we are gonna go through the Decoville Heavy. Now let's push this on the other side. There we go. And I want to place this a little bit away from the edge. So I'm just gonna do 3 and 3 and 4. And then I will spread it apart. There we go. And it's nice and sturdy. And it's the same on both sides. So this is how we do the anchors. Very easy to use. They look very fashionable. You can buy these on my website, ZazaLineStudio.com. And let's continue. Okay, so now we are just gonna line up the lining and the exterior panel, and we will clip it all around. Because I am using the quilt, I am not gonna go back in and do the top stitching. Usually I do, but in this case I don't, because I like the look. I like how it looks right now. So I am just gonna put these 2 pieces together. I want to make sure that it's all nicely stretched out. Maybe we can iron it, and we want to pull the lining down and just attach it and make sure it's all lined up nicely. And we will go 3 millimeters, 1/8 of an inch all around, and we just want to connect these two pieces together because later on we are gonna use a bias tape. And so this is what we should have so far. Now, if there is something sticking out, we can just cut it out, make it nice and even. It should line up pretty well if you cut the fabric according to the pattern. But I know there's always something little that can be sticking. So let's just make it nice and even. There we go. And voila, this is how it should look like so far. Beautiful. So now we are going to grab the A panels. So that's the lining and the exterior panel. And we are going to put them wrong sides together. So we are looking at the good side. We are going to clip it all around, and we are going to do the same thing we did with the lower panel. We are just going to go 3 millimeters, 1/8 of an inch all around, just to connect these two pieces. Okay, so once you find the midlines, we are going to start on the bottom. And again, the two pieces are good sides facing each other. Now, this is the midline on the bottom, and you can see it should line up perfectly on the bottom. So this is going to be the easy part. It's going to get a little bit more challenging as we get to the curves. And then you want to place or put these pieces together. And you want to go all around. You open up the zipper, so it's easier to place the fabric on the top. And it should all line up perfectly. So on the top again, when we have the curve, we can do tiny little cuts on the zipper. So it just helps us to curve it easier. But tiny, like 1/8 of an inch. Tiny little cuts. And that's it. Then we are gonna go all around. This is gonna be a little bit challenging, not too bad. This bag I am doing without piping. This one had piping in, so that one was a little bit more challenging to do. It's optional. It is easier without the piping, especially around these curves. So let's take it to the machine and we will go all around. Now the bias tape. If you want you have two pieces and you want to make a one seamless, one long piece, very easily, this is the good side, this is the good side, you place it on top of each other, and you are just gonna sew from this side to the corner. And when we have these two pieces, let's just cut the corners. Now we will open it up and run it with a hot iron. Okay, so now we have a one long piece, and we are gonna start on the bottom. So we will place the good side down, and we will clip it and go all around. Okay, so you want to start with this fold, so then it's easier to fold it over and you will have a nice clean edge in here. So very simply, now we are just gonna fold it in half and fold over, and we will go around one more time. So you can start clipping, or if you want to go as you go, you want to fold it as you go, that's okay too, but this is what we are gonna do. We are gonna fold in half and fold again, so we cover up all these stitches, so we have no raw edges. There we go. And we are gonna go all around. Okay, so once the binding is done, we can flip it inside out. And we are gonna work on the strap now. Okay, and there we go. That's how it looks like. Let me know which one you like better. If you like this one is a little softer. It doesn't have as much structure, and it has the piping right here, and this one has a little bit more structure on the bottom especially, and yeah, this one is without the piping. So please leave me a comment in down below and let me know which one you like better, this one or this one. So we want to end up with it's not exactly 1 inch, it's a little bit more. It's 3 centimeters, so over an inch. And so let's do the whole strap, and then we are gonna go to the sewing machine and we are gonna do 2 lines. Okay, and there we have the strap. So we did both sides, and now let's attach the strap to the bag. Okay, so I did cut the strap in 2 pieces, and the measurements are in the pattern. So we are gonna attach, we are gonna take the rectangle and fold it over. So 1 fold, and then place it over. I could have made this strap a little bit thicker, but that's okay. I'm not gonna redo it now. It's just the rectangle is a little bit bigger. This is 1.5 inch, and I did a little bit over 1 inch of the strap, but you can make it a little bit thicker. So anyways, we are gonna go back to the machine, and we are gonna do a little cross and a little rectangle just to support this. Okay, so once this is done, we are gonna, this is gonna be the wrong side, so we will go under, and we want to make sure that the wrong side is gonna be on both ends. So again, we will fold it and take it back to the machine and do a little cross. Okay, so now we are gonna grab the strap adjuster. We will take one of these ends, and we are just simply gonna go over the bar, just like this. Okay, and we will fold it and make a little cross, just like we did on all the other ones. So once we are done, we will be looking at the wrong side. The wrong side is down, facing us. And now we will go over the rectangle, and we will go, the rectangle, we will go from the bottom up. Okay, so this is what will happen. We have the wrong side, wrong side. Okay, make sure that you have all the wrong sides, wrong side, wrong side, wrong side. That's where we do the fold. And then we will go over this bar. And this is what we want to end up with. So this is the good side, good side, good side. Okay, wrong side, wrong side, wrong side. And now we will have to do one last thing. We will go under this anchor, the strap anchor, and again fold it, and we will make a nice cross. And that way we have all the folded pieces underneath the strap. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's project, and I will see you next time.